Hello everyone, Michael Martin here from Yahoo Esports. This week I'm doing something a bit different with I Got Next. I'm going to spend some time breaking down some of the major announcements for Street Fighter V competition, including Capcom Pro Tour 2017 and ELeague, and what they mean for the players and you, the spectator. So it's been a big week for Street Fighter V. A few days ago, ELeague announced it was taking a break from CSGO and giving Street Fighter V a turn in its series, and now we finally have the full reveal of Capcom Pro Tour 2017. For the pros, the stakes have never been higher. We're talking about a lot of money. The $250,000 prize pool for ELeague is the same baseline amount as Capcom Cup was last year, and CPT 2017 will be worth over $600,000. So what does that mean for you and me? We get to watch the Capcom Pro Tour kick off with Final Round, the first premier event, and it will once again culminate in Capcom Cup at the end of the season. No surprise there. But how players make it to Capcom Cup will be quite different in years past, and we'll probably have a better product overall to watch this season. Previously, players had to win premier events, EVO, or regional finals to qualify automatically for Capcom Cup. Those that didn't auto-qualify were chosen through their spots on the global and regional leaderboards. Well, this year does away with the auto-qualifying process, which was rumored at a few months ago when I spoke with Capcom, with the exception of reigning Capcom Cup champion NuckleDu, who will get an invite to Capcom Cup 2017. 30 of the top Street Fighter V players in the world will be taken from the global leaderboard. I know what you're thinking. That's only 31 players. The final spot will be determined by an open last chance qualifier at Capcom Cup 2017. The first time they're doing something like this, and I think that's exciting. Capcom will still employ a regional leaderboard and keep regional finals for CPT 2017. Again, there are no auto-qualifying spots, but the weight of the points earned in a regional final should be more than enough to propel the winner into Capcom Cup, and these regional finals are region-locked, meaning you won't see Daigos winning European finals or Tokidos contending for North American finals. The point structure has been revamped for 2017 as well. Events will be worth more points, and more points will be distributed throughout those events, such as the top 64 players at premier events and the top 256 players at EVO. Obviously, placing 256 at EVO won't give a big boost to your Capcom Cup chances, but the idea here is to even out the weight of some of these events and eliminate scenarios where someone like Yukadon finishes third at EVO and ends up qualifying for Capcom Cup through technicalities such as players dropping out, or shifting on the global and ranking leaderboards. As a whole, Capcom seems to have ironed out a lot of the wrinkles, streamlined some of the process, and corrected the issues players and fans had with the format of CPT and Capcom 2017, and improved the product overall. Meanwhile, ELeague, while it's not as comprehensive as the Capcom Pro Tour, it's a huge deal. Street Fighter V has been on national television before, EVO and Capcom Cup, but not like this. ELeague will showcase 32 of Street Fighter V's top players in the world in a weekly series on TBS, beginning with the preliminary round March 27th. 6 players, each from 4 groups of 8, will advance to the regular season, which will run April 7th through May 12th. The regular season will focus on 4 groups of 6, with 2 players from each of those groups advancing to a playoff. The final 8 will battle it out for a $250,000 prize that takes place Friday, May 26th. ELeague's finals, Red Bull Kumite, and Combo Breaker all take place the same weekend. Some of these players are going to have to make some hard choices between CPT points, a big prize pool, or prestige. Try as they might, the Justin Wongs and Daigo Umeharas can't be everywhere, so they'll be forced to miss out on at least one of these events. Currently, some of these players are even confirmed for both ELeague and the 16-player major invitational Red Bull Kumite, which takes place in France. By my last count, we had PR Balrog and Tokido, and there's a possibility that some other players will be confirmed for Red Bull Kumite as well, since they tend to roll out their announcements over time. Whoever competes in Red Bull Kumite surely will not be able to compete in the ELeague finals or Combo Breaker. Unfortunately for Combo Breaker, in its first year as a premier event, anyone who competes in ELeague surely wants to win, so they have to consider that they might be in ELeague's top 8 finals. Of course, it's a moot point if a player doesn't make it into the top 8 at ELeague, but I'm sure some folks like me would love nothing more than to see Infiltration defend his Red Bull Kumite crown, or Tokido get his revenge and win his first Red Bull Kumite. However, I'm sure players and fans want to see them put on a show, whether it's at ELeague or support Combo Breaker, with that major international presence. This isn't the only scenario where we'll have events competing with each other this year. West Coast Warzone and Northwest Majors will conflict with each other the weekend of April 7th through 9th, which, by the way, is the first week ELeague begins its regular season. These conflicts are unfortunate, but on the bright side, it shows how healthy the competitive scene is for 2017, and I think that's a good problem to have overall for Street Fighter V and fighting games. What do you think about Capcom Pro Tour 2017 and ELeague? And I guess maybe their conflicts. What do you think about the changes? And of course, how do you feel about the overlap of these fantastic major events? Do you think players making choices between these events dilutes the product? Maybe you lose interest in some of these events as a result. Let me know in the comments, and of course, hit me up on Twitter at Bizarro_Mike 1Z2Rs. And don't forget, Conversations and Fireballs, a weekly casual interview with players and personalities from around the FGC. Be sure to tune into those.